Hi everyone, this is Stan from Start Drawing and welcome to my channel. In this time-lapse video I am going to go through how I did this sketch. So guys, we have another old building which is located here in Moscow. You just look at these columns and the tower on the top. It's a beautiful house, isn't it? By the way, it used to be a main entrance of the stables a long time ago. Okay, let's take a look at the process. I skipped the line drawing part because the drawing itself is quite simple. Also, I want my videos in this playlist to take about 5 minutes each. As you can see, I have already drawn the building mostly, but don't worry, I still have details to add later on. Before drawing the left part of the building, I have to outline foreground and middle ground. Let's say the fallen branches and the street lamp on the left is our foreground and the taxis and the trees is our middle ground. Well, we have the main subject of the scene as their background element. It's like they're overlapping layers in Photoshop. Altogether these layers, I mean foreground, middle ground and background, create illusion of depth in a flat paper, in a flat sketch. Now it's time to prepare the sketch for painting by using masking fluid. Firstly, I'm going over the fallen branches and the street lamp in the foreground. I'm going to leave these elements of the scene completely white. It's not necessary. It'll just help me to separate the layers, I mean to separate the foreground from the middle ground, etc. And I'm using it for the taxis as well. Secondly, I'm getting some of the masking fluid and covering all the window frames. Also, I am painting a few thick lines along the columns where they are facing the light. Using masking fluid is an important part of a sketching process because it helps you to reduce a number of washes and therefore to create loose and lovely sketch. So now we need to let it dry. Okay guys, I'm ready to paint. To start with, I'm wetting the sketch with clean water using my cheap flat brush. Then I'm dropping in some ultramarine, leaving white areas for clouds. Next I'm painting trees with their green mixes, letting the paint create nice soft edges. Usually, while painting wet on wet, I try to cover as much elements of the scene as possible. Here I am painting the building while the paper is still damp. And now I should say that the wet on wet stage is finished. Okay guys, now for the roof. I mixed quite dark color based on green, so the color scheme of the sketch remains simple. Then I want to bring the trees forward, and I'm doing that by using fairly saturated and quite dark greens. Also I'm using the same mixes for the entrance, dropping in some ultramarine. The main watercolor work is almost done, so I only have to add darker values to architectural elements under the roof and near the entrance. For the windows I am using dark brown-green mix. Also I've added shadows under the taxis, and finally I can remove all their masks. Okay guys, it's time for final touches. So I have to come back to the tower and paint the cylinder under it. Then I'm going to use my gel pens to add iron gates and fences. Well, the sketch is finished, let's have a closer look. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this one, consider giving a like and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.